Okay. All right. We good. We good. We good. J Money, I've been checking on Thug every day. Hey, princess. You look cute. Did mama straighten your hair? What you do? So you blow dry it or something? Okay. Dre,
My brother, what's
what's
the
up,
deal?
my dog, man? How you feel?
Man, I'm tired, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You tired?
I'm tired, bro. I'm really tired. So I'm just preparing for this flight.
Yeah, you leave today
Um,
or tomorrow? You leave
I
today.
leave, yeah, I leave in a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just like
Thank
finishing some last minute little things. I didn't get a
you.
chance
Man,
to see what you was talking about, but let me just type in my big brother real quick.
yeah,
Um, but
man. Man, I just be on here just talking to people. So everybody needs different things. Somebody came on this morning and needs some motivation. They was having a rough day at work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people want relationship advice.
yeah,
I just be tapping in. London gonna be powerful, bro. You ready?
man. Listen, London is gonna be crazy, bro. I'm ready. I'm more ready than I have been.
Yeah.
Just being in anticipation. I wanna, if I can, speak to this real quick, um, because I think this is something that's on a universal scale that everybody needs to really, tap
Mm-hmm.
into. Um, the fulfillment of life, right,
Mm-hmm.
and what God has called us to do.
Mm-hmm.
It never looks like what we prefer. It never,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait a wait a second, Prophet Dre. You you that was a little heavy. Let's rewind that. Let's bring
let's
that
let's
back.
let's rewind that. All right, okay. Let me bring it back. Let me slow it down. Um, um, the fulfillment of life and purpose and what God has called us to do
Mm-hmm.
never looks like what we prefer, right? And a lot of times in life, and this is, I'm pretty sure we both can attest to this.
Mm-hmm.
Who God has called us to be didn't come from a place of where it would be easy,
Nah.
but rather it will be impactful. Because whenever God sees a man or sees a person, right, he doesn't see the person necessarily. He sees the capacity within a person.
All right. Hey, look, I'll log off. Nah, because if you're gonna come on here and just start acting crazy,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
when,
I digress.
no, it's too late. It's too late. When whenever God sees a person, he doesn't necessarily see the person.
hmm
Rather,
hmm
he's looking at the capacity
Yep.
to hold.
hmm
Continue.
And so when you look at it like this, right? Let me give an example. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son."
Mm,
The only Son that had the capacity to redeem the sins of the world was Jesus.
that's,
The only person.
that's it.
The only person.
That's it.
And this is why, because even this is where it was truly discovered at when He was in the Garden of Gethsemane.
Mm,
And it was crazy because in the garden, He felt the weight of the world on His shoulders,
mm-hmm.
literally, to the
Literally.
point that He started sweating blood.
Right.
In the same instance, He had the audacity to say this: "Not my will, but your will be done." Now,
Mm.
mind you, prior to that, He said, "Look, if there's another way of letting this cup of suffering pass, I'm okay with that. Let's do
I'm
that."
with that. Let's entertain that.
Right, right. Like I love that idea.
Right.
Like if it's a beautiful idea. Let's go with that. I like that.
I
But
love that as an option. Go ahead.
right. But watch this. Even though he was trying to seek another way to get the job done, he never gave up on the job.
Mm.
See, most of our prayers are rooted in God getting us out of a problem. But God will never remove a problem. He'll only strengthen you to
And
overcome it.
strength. Oh my God. Stretch your capacity.
Bingo.
So that
Stretch your capacity.
right, because okay, so if we on a bench press, right, God is not gonna take the weight, just make you stronger so you can lift it.
1,000%. Because the weight was necessary. So whenever we go through life and we find ourselves in a place of going through problems, issues, or occurrences or whatever, right? You don't pray, God, take me out of this. God, let your will be done while I'm here, because
While I'm
there's
in,
no problem. Exactly. There's no problem that is permanent. But whenever you believe a problem is permanent, you now take refuge or you take residence in that thing. Exactly. Somebody said his yoke. This is why he said, for my yoke is like, matter of fact, I'll go back even further. And I believe it's in First Corinthians. He said, Marcus, he said, but these light afflictions.
mm-hmm.
First of all, you loud. Don't come at me like that,
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
These light afflictions.
What you mean, like?
Right.
These feel
Light to
heavy.
who? Right. They feel like they about to crush me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. These light afflictions are but for a moment. And so when you understand that truth, every problem of your life is an area for God to get the glory in that place. So whenever you see a problem, you don't complain about the problem. You thank God that you're going to be victorious in the
In the
problem.
problem, we don't want to remove the problem.
Most people try to avoid going through things because when you never go through something, you can never become something. When God sees capacity, he sees what you've overcome. I don't know if they listen to me, Marcus. When God sees you going through something, he sees you being victorious. He doesn't see you being defeated. This is why he releases grace to you to overcome. If you go to Revelations, it talks about only those that are overcomers will inherit. So if you're a person who gives up easily, you can never inherit anything.
Because you're only as strong as the things that you've been through.
Bingo.
Hello.
So
And
we need those people, right? Like we need the Marcuses, we need the Art Taylors, we need the Scorpion Queen. We need those people who've gone through something. Why? Because people see God through the overcoming of your life. Whatever you've defeated, people can now see the God that you talk about. So this is why too, when you face problems and you face oppositions and you face resistance. Now let me say this real quick, 'cause I think most people have this, Marcus, misconstrued. Most people think resistance is an evidence of the enemy, and it's not. Resistance is an indicator that you are actually going the right way. If you're not being resisted, then you're not going anywhere. If you're not, people have the wrong perception and outlook on life. They do. This is why most people stay in the places of where they are.
this is incredible. You can't, like, you came in on fire. You didn't
Listen,
even warm up.
I'm coming in hot. Got you.
Hey, yo, look.
Because and then go ahead, bro.
No,
Please,
no, no, no,
please.
no, 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 no. Under no circumstances are we interrupting. You go ahead. You flow.
You know, because it's like this. Like I'm looking at Jenna said, bringing the violence 1,000%. They call me the violent prophet
You're
of warriors
you're
because
extremely violent and heavy-handed, might I add.
because the whole purpose of my life, right,
Mm-hmm.
is to kill the excuses, kill the mindsets, kill the enemies, and kill the culture within people
Mm-hmm.
that is not of
Right,
God. Now, I'm not in no way, shape, or form trying to control
right.
anybody. But the purpose of my life is to empower you to become who you're supposed to be,
Mm.
which is why for us, right, we've gone through some of the most painful things of our life that no one really
Right,
knows, unless you know this, right?
right.
But these painful things that we've gone through caused us to be pioneers to set the captives free that are behind us.
Yeah.
See, what you go through isn't just for you. What you go through is to set somebody else free that's behind you that you may or may not even meet yet. But because they heard your story, they heard your life, they heard what you've been through, you just gave them grounds and permission to come out, right? So when people are looking for, because we're in a time, Marcus, people are looking for solutions. People are looking for answers. People are
Yes,
looking for hope. People are
yes,
looking for, they're looking.
yes.
And so this is why, this is, my brother Chaz, what's the deal? This is why when the Bible says that earth is in utter groaning or waiting for the manifestations of the sons of God.
Mm.
The problems that we face today is so God can actually reveal you to the people that you're called to. If there's no problem, there's never a solution. You need problems to reveal the solution.
We have to have
You
problems.
have to. So you look at your life as a misnomer or as a mistake or whatever. No, and it's not. If you were born in poverty, it's because you were supposed to be rich. You're supposed to be an answer to the problem of which you come from. So if you have a dysfunctional family, then guess what? The functional or the part that's gonna make the family better is you. This is why the Bible tells us to not despise small beginnings. Don't despise where you come from or what you've gone through, because God can use every of those things to reveal the glory to the world through your life. Count it all joy when you go through various trials. And rather than complaining about them, I celebrate them. Lord, thank you that I've gone through this, because in this place, you're going to get the glory. People are going to see you in my life from this area. Some of you have experienced divorce. You've experienced the loss of a child. You've experienced whatever it may be, right? But it's so God can get the glory out of your life in that area. Because again, as I said in the beginning, God doesn't see people. He sees capacity within a person. Matter of fact, I even take it a step further. For those of you that truly walk with the Lord Jesus, when God sees you, he don't see you. He sees Jesus. That's why he answers you. Ah, okay. Jesus is my son is in this
Yeah.
one. Let me go
So
ahead and release
I
this.
have to. I don't have a choice.
1,000%, bro. I have no choice, because this is why Jesus said, he said, ask what you will in my name and it will be done for you. He gave you the formula. He gave you the formula. Ask what, because when God sees you, he don't see you. He sees me. And so when he sees you, he's like, ah, okay, I see what Marcus is doing over there in California. Let me go ahead and just boom, 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 boom. I see what I see what Obi is doing over there in Chicago. Let me go ahead and boom, 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 boom. Right? I see what Dayla's doing. So let me go ahead and open up these doors, because God doesn't seek to bless